What's up everyone, it's your boy Infrar-Ed. Welcome to the Scout Reports. Today I'm bringing you a manga review of The Promised Neverland Chapter 5. Enter Sister Krone, as it looks like the demons have sent in another adult to help Mama get these kids together as the stakes get higher and higher as they continue to plan this escape from this orphanage. And first and foremost, once again, I love the intelligence of these children in this magazine, as Ray was able to look at the map that's from 2015 and figure out that because they have 4 seasons, they must be in the northern hemisphere. So they at the very least know where they are and the type of terrain they will have to deal with once they get over the wall, because they have no knowledge of what's going on in the outside world, and any books that they have are severely outdated, probably almost 30 years. But at least now they have a little bit more knowledge. But that also leads to another hurdle that we have in this environment, in this world, that they still need to get that tracking device for Mama, and they know that that tracking device is on them somehow for Mama to be able to trace where they are. And they searched over their bodies with everything that they can besides having an x-ray, and they can't find anything, which also leads Ray to deduce that perhaps the tracker that is put on us is not man-made. It must be made by these demons, and if it's made by these demons, we don't have any tech or technology to find out how we're being tracked by these guys. So we're pretty much screwed, but all hope isn't lost, as we will be able to find a way out, just like we found everything else. But I want to go back to Sister Krone for a moment. First and foremost, I believe that she's a shapeshifter or something, because one thing, I did notice a tattoo on her neck, and her neck is clearly exposed, unlike Mama's, whose collar is all the way up to her neck. Krone's neck is completely exposed unless it's on another part of the body, and maybe that means something else. That's a theory that can be thrown out there. We also know that Mama is doing what she does to survive, so perhaps she's being forced to do this. And I foresee in the future Mama probably sacrificing herself to save these kids, as I don't know, I just don't feel like it's a complete act that she loves and cares about these children, but she's just doing what she has to do. And I really think that this Sister Krone lady is going to be the evil sister nun type person that we expect to see in these type of orphanages, as when they showed the picture of her, they had a demon behind her, as if they not only brought her in, but she's possibly a demon herself. And I think we're going to see the chilling evil out of Sister Krone versus what we see with Mama, as the kids still love and respect her, the ones that don't know what's going on with her at the very least. So it's going to be interesting to see where that turn of events go. But also, most importantly, we get a little bit more insight in Emma, as she's beginning to get worried, because it's been about 3 or 4 days and Mama hasn't approached them again about the gate, or any of the children for that matter, about who tried to escape. Now, Ray and Norman are more reserved about it. They're just basically saying, you know, if she hasn't figured out anything yet, that means we're doing a good job with keeping everything covered. But I kind of agree with Emma on this, as things might just seem like it's going a little bit too well for these kids, because just when you think you have Mama tricked, she's already steps ahead of you. And we see that in this chapter, to the point where she has all the kids playing a chess game against her all together, and we know these kids are being raised to be geniuses and they can't beat her. So that shows how smart Mama is, and she has her own plan put together, as well as she has the 3 main characters, as well as some other kids, trapped and isolated inside of the mansion doing chores and everything like that, while the other kids are outside wondering where they are. And it's a form of punishment, but it was also a form of strategy, as Mama was basically keeping them in check and stalling until Sister Krone arrived. So their suspicions, or at least Emma's suspicions, are right. Mama is on to them. She's just doing it in her own way, as she kept them isolated in this room. And even the proverbial checkmate that she said after she won the chess game, and then Sister Krone enters, was all so great, as it shows that it was all part of her plan all along to keep them under watchful eye. As I touched on before, the security around this orphanage is very light, so it's not even in the factor of these kids getting away. But now that we see that it's possible that they will, it looks like more things are coming into play, starting with sending in this Sister Krone. And just like the title of this chapter, she got us is the biggest thing, as the 3 kids look in shock as they have now brought in another adult. As the reality kicks in, they're saying if they're bringing in more people to supervise us other than Mama, then the gig must be up we gotta go and strategize something else, but how hard is that gonna be? Something else that was really big in this chapter as well is they now have a newborn baby, so where the hell did the babies come from? So that goes back to me assuming that it's some type of breeding ground out here that they're making these kids because they are livestock, but you can also take into consideration that it has to be human refugees over this wall, and they're probably kidnapping their kids from anybody that's captured or things like that. If Shonen is going to go completely dark, it's going to be the breeding ground thing. If they just decide to go moderately dark, then we can just go ahead with these kids are being taken away from their parents. So that was the chapter in a nutshell. Again, another outstanding showing for the Promised Neverland, and the popularity is definitely there since Americanized Shonen Jump is also putting this out at the same time as Japan, and I am loving this series so far, and I cannot wait to check it out next week. Guys, let me know what you thought of this chapter in the comments and your theories. If you liked the video, go ahead and drop it a like, and if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as there's not a shortage of content for you guys to indulge on this channel. And as I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me, and I really appreciate that. So thanks for stopping by. I'll have Orange up later on tonight, so look out for that as well. And on that note, as I always say, it's your boy Infrar-Ed signing out. See you soon.